Welcome to the 5 point series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up the 10th of February 1956, which is a little bit earlier than I originally intended. And the reason for that is that I've kind of started to take my construction to another level by bringing in a specialist construction office here to try and speed up the process. But I'll get back to that in a little while. But first things first, I'd like to say a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me a lot to think about. Now, I did get a comment about why I'm using old buildings and Tudor buildings mixed in with this construction camp. And the reason is several-fold. I mean, one, I wanted this to look a fairly scruffy place, as though it had been thrown together not by some grand plan, but by a construction crew that just built things out of convenience. And the another reason is the fact that I think because I live in the UK and we grow up in towns that where the history is shown in its buildings. One issue I have with not just Workers and Resources but all city building games is that the cities tend to look very uniform. And while that works from an efficiency point of view, what I find is that for me personally, it breaks the immersion because I like to I like to see my cities have a sense of history with a mixture of or a juxtaposition of buildings from different time periods. And I suppose in some ways I'm a little bit even worse than the average UK person in here because I've always lived in towns well, I live in a house that's 108 years old. and by the standard of where I'm living at the moment, that is not excessively old. I mean, kind of in the next street to me is a house that's over 200 years old. And then in a complete contrast, if I go towards the center of the town, there's a brand new office building. If you've been following the channel and these series for some time, you'll see that I've been moving away from just building a modern looking city that all looks the same and mixing in other types of buildings. And I suppose in a way that's why I like early starts. And of course, even with an early start, you can't get all of that historical element. It's something that I just enjoy. It improves the immersion. And when you're building an economy that could go to, say, over 60 odd thousand people, I just like that sense of history to be mixed into my overall towns. And another reason why I'm not too fussy about the state of this town, that's why I've got tent buildings in here as well, is there's a very strong possibility that eventually this is all going to get demolished. This utility area remain the same. This is permanent here because this is where we're going to do repairs for the town, and also because eventually I think what we may end up putting in here is quite a strong port area so that we can ship goods around the map. So eventually all this may actually get knocked down completely. Now, another comment I got, and it got me thinking, someone said that they've been experimenting a little bit with a farm without using imported fertilizer. And that got me intrigued. So what I want to do is go back to planning a farm up here. And what we're going to do is do a bit of experimentation about can you actually raise enough crops from a farm that's allowing fields to go fallow, and as was suggested in the comment about leaving crops in the fields because that improves fertility, as I found out in my Free River Valley series. So that's what we're going to do here, is have a bit of an experimental farm here just to see how that mechanism actually works, because that would be some very useful information for if you're doing a really 1900 start, because leaving fields fallow and a kind of limited supply of fertilizer would be a fact of life. Also, as the game progresses, we'll start bringing in some biological waste from here, which will turn into fertilizer, which we can then put onto the fields in this area. So that's what I want to do. Anyway, we're just going to speed up the game. So hopefully all that makes sense. What I've been doing here is a kind of quite a high level of micromanagement. And what you see here is that these vehicles have just suddenly all reappeared, and now they're going out again. Because what I'm actually doing is, if I come to here, is I'm getting everything delivered, and I built this single construction office with 2 buses and 2 road cranes in it. And what I'm doing is only like restricting these to places where they can go and work. So if we kind of follow this bus here, got some workers in, and of course the roads are nice and slow because we've got no snow plows. And I've got absolutely no idea. Where are you going? Oh, he's going here. Because all we need is 31 workers. There's a factory connection. Oh, this is the bus that's not... That's my dedicated bus for building factory connections. So it's not the bus I'm looking for. Let's see what we got here. Right, you're going to... Yeah, he's backing up these guys here are laying a pipeline here. And you can see with the crane and the workforce, will finish very quickly and then they teleport back. So what I'm doing at the moment is kind of micromanaging these guys here. Hopefully that will keep everything going quite nicely. Resources need to finish, so we can finish the next stage in the sewage disposal. If it's, oh no, it's there, so it just needs to be built. Now this obviously is a 3-stage building, so once this bit's been built, what I want to do is then suspend it and put it back to delivery again. Well, that's the idea anyway. I'm not exactly sure why you're not going anywhere. Is that because you're building something that's... Okay, right, yeah, that's just about to finish. They're both back again. I think what's happening is they're tending to focus a little bit on a single job rather than... Right, so now we got the sewage guys going. Why are you... Probably because these don't actually need a road crew. Road cranes. Oh no, here comes the road cranes. Both of them. Comes in here. And just watch this. I know it's a very low level of micromanagement. Right, suspend. Because I don't want my buses, because I don't want workers just sat here doing nothing. And then what we'll do is we'll put you back here. And you just got to deliver some bricks and boards. So that's it. So what we're doing is just kind of working our way through these jobs here. These guys are going. I'm trying to build the power cables because what I want to do is get this fire station built so we got fire coverage as we go in. I think a lot of these buildings are now ready to be put up. These are my tent buildings. That one hasn't, so, but that one's ready, that one's ready, that one's ready. Just make sure, yep, we're not going to get 3 citizens. And what we can do is add you to the list. So while that's going, let's just talk a little bit about this farm. I think we'll get rid of that road for the moment. Now, so I want to build a farm here. I don't want to build a large farm because we don't have a lot of space. And I don't really want to cramp into this. I suppose we could cramp in a little bit. Let's just do a bit of measuring. I think the other thing I'm also going to do is change this road. I think we'll just come here and put this to single track road. Come out a little bit like that. Come on, you can do it, game. We need to get rid of that. What about it? I want to do. Right. Oh, it's just gone. That's good. And then connect you to there. So we got a single track road there. I think we're going to go with large fields. I want to leave a bit of space here in case I want to put power cables up here. So if I can put a road there, build there. And you're going to have to kind of go up a little bit like that. I think maybe we'll put the farm about here. I don't want a small farm. I want to, I think, go with a medium farm. It's got 12 slots. Maybe. Not sure if I've got that bit there. I think keep the distance. I've got no free excavators. Okay. We'll have to put it about there. Now, storage. What are we going to do in the way of storage? How many fields are we going to have? So we're going to have 10 fields. That's 3,000 at normal production. I think we're going to put in. What's this one? We're going to. Nope. So we're going to have to leave space for the there. I think what we'll do is we'll just trim this road back a little bit. There. Pick the line of this up here like that. I think we'll put a single. I think if we go for about 10 fields, if we put another, that might be a bit tight. If we got should we put that in like that? Not worried about the railway. And then we can put a road through here. Up there. Of course, with these, you've got to have an in road and an out road so that they fit. Put you there. Actually, I think I want to leave enough space here in case I want to put some other. We can put some distribution offices there. We got 3 fields there, and then I think we're putting a series of large fields here. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. This be 5, 6, 7, 8, and then road coming through there. 9. Yeah, I think that will work because we could put in a of course, when you're placing fields, you've got to be very careful because if you put a field down and then take it up again, you destroy the fertility. I think you can come through. We hook in out there, and then you can hook to about there. There. Come there to keep the number of junctions down low. There, that's hooked into that one. That's hooked into that one. And that leaves me enough space for gas station and all sorts of other things. This, what we got here? Oh, this is the. Right, we need to put a road connection there. We need to go into there. That's still being built. That's on that side of the thing. Okay. Okay, we're looking good. So we've now got a farm here. We're going to need to get power to it. And that's a whole different kettle of fish. Because we've used up all the power lines going this way, I think. Let's just see. Now we've got a power takeoff here, but I don't really want to take a power line all the way up to there, because it may overload this circuit here. Then what we may need to do is think about the process. What's going on? Oh, right. Cancel. Aha. I want you waiting on that because you've built the next phase. Where are the guys? I want you now working on that. Don't need anything, components or anything. It's just bricks and boards. Good. We've now finished the sewage connection. Still waiting for prefabs here. This construction has stopped. That's not right. That's wrong. That needs to be built. That needs to be built. There's a little bit in there, a little bit in there. Okay. How are you guys doing? Actually, let me just check. Haha. This is no good, is it? It's got no waste pickup on it. Okay, we've got a bit of a fail here. I think we can fix the waste temporarily with a free technical office. Just tuck it in there for the moment. Go there. This has got everything in it. What I want to do is get the fire station worked. We're going to need to get power up to here. So how's the power situation go? Needs steel. Needs to deliver steel. How's this? Right, this is finished. So we can then put these guys on to finishing that power line there. That's finished. How's the substation? Where is the substation? Come to think of it. Where's the power line? The power line's there. Substation is here. Right. This needs concrete. We need the heating plant. Right. You're good. That can be built. And that can be built. And that can be built. Right. So we need that built, that built, that built. The carpenter's workshop can wait. That's not important because that's just the sewage drop-off point. We need this built in order to provide heating and get our wood production up and running. Because I really want to get people moving in. Yeah, you need bricks, prefabs, and other stuff. Just keep these guys busy. I'm going. Right, I think I need to think about how I can get power out up to here. Ideally, I would like the power lines here, but I've got all these horrible buildings here. How can we get power up to here? Because we're gonna need to get power up to here for our starter town. We're also gonna need power to here. So what I'm thinking is, plus we may need power back into here. So I'm kind of thinking, kind of do this in a reverse direction. Let's think about this. We're probably going to build the kind of historic suburb of the town in here. So if we put in a substation, yeah, we do it in kind of reverse direction. Say we put in a that there. Oops. What we need is got substation here. I seriously doubt it's going to reach that. We can test it. No, that's not going to. That's going to cover this area. It won't cover the farm. So plus the farm really needs its own power supply. So say we, for example, we put the substation about there. That would also provide extra power and coverage to here. In fact, we could actually, we don't strictly, as long as it, no, I want to be able to cover this area in case we put distribution offices in. Instinct is put this in as close as we can. Like that. Run them along there. You up there. There. That is a road. Oh, wait. The mud road. There's others are going to have to use a workforce. So we know we got power to here now, and we've got the option of running power there. So what we've got to do now is get a high tension cable up there. Haha. This is going to be fun. Go 10 megawatts. Ideally, I would like to run it. This is blocked. I could run up, probably run through here, but the problem with running through here is it might mess up the distribution offices. And that's going to be something I don't want. I built this a bit too tight. I get across here. I mean, the alternative is that we could go underground and say a point here, point there. I mean, it's 12 megawatts. What would we need to build? It's just gravel and electronics. I think we could go underground actually. But what I want is an interchange here. So if we put in a, yeah, I think if we put a high tension connector there, and I think I'm going to go exclusively underground actually. No, we can go gonna run. This is the underground one, is what we got here for options 7 and 12. That means that what we'll have to do is build this with that would have to come in as a 13 there. Underground. That would go as a 12. You can lay that. Groundworks here. Right, you're concrete and what we call it above ground. Concrete and gravel, okay. You can go there, you can go there. You can go there. And your concrete and gravel as well. This has actually got a dump truck in it, isn't it? Oh no, they're all mixers now. So go up to there. Oops. Right, so we got that there going. How's these guys go? We've now got our accommodation here. We're going to need to do something about this. It's annoying me. Okay, these guys are running out of things to do. Let me just see. Is this power line got a... But oversight. What else have we got in here? I'm looking for... Wow, we got this built now. This is built. Right, this can be built. Well, that is finished. And we can now take lumber from there. Yeah. Why have you not got asphalt? And you're waiting for concrete. Are you assigned? No. I need you assigned. You need steel. Oh, you certainly need to be built. So do you. You need to be built. You need steel. You need liveries. You need liveries. What's the situation here? The sewage lines. Okay, you've got all the prefabs built. You still need deliveries. So do you. So, but this one we built. That needs to be put into place. Ooh. Right. This fire station needs to be built as well. So what I'm gonna do. You're still you're already high priority, right? Now we need to think about there. Now, obviously the fire station is going to need power, but it's also, as soon as we put foreign workers into here, provide the fire coverage, we're going to need waste, and this is a mess up. So what I'm going to do is I need a place where I can put a technical office where it won't get in the way. We've got a little bit of space here. What I'm going to do is put a technical office just on this corner. To sell the waste to begin with, I'm going to buy water trucks, sewage trucks. Okay, this is where the fun starts. Waste trucks. Oh, we've got some extra waste trucks. So 1946, 1929, 1948. And they're all small. Absolutely no idea where they came from. There must be, someone must have updated a mod. 2 tons, 2 tons, 36. This is 60. This is 69. You're 2.5 tons. You're 2.5 tons. I think we'll get a couple of those. We'll leave a space for a big one. But what we got to do now is get rid of this thing. We need to demolish it because it's going to say ready to demolish this building. Okay. We need a demolition team, which is in here. Where are you? There is a free demolition office because I've used it before. Just put you there. Now, what you need is large waste trucks, isn't it? Pretty sure you need large waste trucks. You actually it's all gonna have to go to the border. It's unfortunate, but don't need explosives. We need workers. We're not going to blow anything up. Right, we're gonna need a bus. Get something that's a bit cheap and not that important. Bus. Okay, we'll find that. I mean, this isn't particularly that big a building, so I think what we'll do to begin with is we'll just buy a couple of those and see if that will work, because this was a relatively easy building to build. You can see it's only 23 workdays, so it's not going to be that much of a problem, or it shouldn't be. Right, we've kind of got our road crews here. I think what we will do is start to... Okay, we're just going to have to remove that moment. Build this through here. I may have to asphalt through here, although I don't think it's going to be that necessary. I think we will do here, but we may need to use road crews, workers for this, but we'll see how well the game does there. Oops. Right, we've now got our fire station. This is about power supply. It's not going to work without power supply, isn't it? I'm going to take a small chance here, and we're going to buy another fuel truck here. Tanker. I'll come off it, go. No, wait, I don't want foul trees. I want an oil tanker. 7.5. Let's just get another one of those. We will add fuel to there, but we're only going to put 50% fuel in case the fire station itself actually burns down. We've got a couple of waste trucks in here, but you only produce small capacity waste. Right, so what we need is this built. This built. Oh, I think what we'll do is we'll let these guys kind of run out of work. This is taking up a lot of work, but getting this filtration plant working will be a little bit useful. I'm not seeing you on my list. Let's get this built. You need to be on the list as well, because we need power out here. Problem is, that's true, we haven't got power here. This is turning into being a multi-dimensional jigsaw puzzle. So, okay, right, we may need to bring workers into here, but we need to get that built as well. Apologies for being a bit twitchy, guys, but this is something that's quite important because we run a real risk of fire now. We've got all the pipe work. We've got this. This needs some mechanisms to build out to here. Because, of course, another thing we're going to need is water and sewage. What we got here. Why are you not? You need steel. Wait. Why are you guys sat there doing nothing? Okay. You're ready to go. Starting to think I need some more of these guys. Not those, these. We need some more of these. Got two spaces here, and these aren't doing anything. Okay, these guys have got everything they need now. What we need is you to deliver some workers there and get that done. I think I will go. Yeah, we got 3 depot here. These guys are kind of sat around doing nothing, so right here, distribution office. I'm going to use you as a temporary store, and then what I'm going to do is exactly what I've done before. Come in here. I'm going to get 2 buses, 2 road cranes in there. Trying to think. 4, 5. Sign. Actually, what we can do is sneak these guys in. Well, that's finished. That's finished. Needs to be done. That needs to be finished. The heating plant needs to be finished. This is going to need a lot of work, so I think we'll get you guys working exclusively on that and that. Yeah, we got no foreign workers now. Yeah, we're kind of pushing the bounds a little bit. It's probably why these guys aren't doing much at the moment. We've got no foreign workers as such. Helps actually if I assign that as well. I'm not sure why these guys aren't doing anything. I do wonder whether they need a road crane. If we drop a road crane in here, open hole, covered hole, bus, personal car. Maybe we need an excavator. Let me just put an excavator in there. Can't remember the setup. Okay, we're on the 21st of May, and we are right. We've now finished that. That's a big step forward. Yeah, no power supply. Yeah, I know, because we still haven't finished that connection there. Step 5. About this here. That needs. You're waiting for concrete and gravel. Just make sure you're Where are you? Okay, that needs concrete and apple. Get that finished. Probably applies to this as well. This just needs a small pickup point, so we can 1, 5. That's ready to go. Put that in. Well, the key now. Oh, we got our. Oh, this. This 5 needs to be built. Apologies that this is not exactly exciting stuff, but this needs a mechanism to get the water pump up and running. 5. That needs there. All the pipe work done under here. Yep. We don't think we've got the pipe work to here, but that's not important. We need to get our accommodation finished first. I think we need that done. We've got power lines all the way up to here now, but we got no ability to create power. So we don't have that many power workers now. Right, this guy's just going to get here. That's it. Yeah, that's where I was wrong. Let's get this guy off the road. You can just demolish that little bit of road there. Yeah, you definitely need an excavator. And what we'll do is we'll put in a technical office in here, a proper technical office. See if we can fit one in. Where are you? Oh, I don't want a free one. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll rebuild the gravel road because otherwise it's just going to be too much trouble. So we'll just knock that down and build that back in, and we'll be ready from that perspective. Right. Clothing and food buildings are ready to go. They can be added to the list as well. In fact, they're already there. So that's that there. And now we're kind of just in this position where we just need to build things. That is so twitchy about fire. I think at the moment we can hold off. See, this is another characteristic. It won't deliver the fuel to the fire station until the fire station's actually got power. Where is my road crew? You picked up that. These guys are kind of just working their way through this process here. They need that built, that built. Can you suspend that, please? And that. I don't really want you delivering out here at the moment. That's very low priority. I don't want you building that either. I'm actually sure why. You are, oh, it's the road crew. You're building this stuff. Just keep this. So you've got that there. You're waiting that there. Okay. So we've got lots of stuff delivered to buildings here. I'm just looking round to see The Tech University, I'm not that interested in. That's their basically what we're doing now is just working on trying to get these guys built. Leads to there, to there. Not with you. You're waiting for... And I'm aware that this isn't particularly that interesting because I don't want to push anything out even further at the moment. So what I'm going to do, this is where I'm going to call it. And what I'm going to do is play on for a couple of months so that hopefully we will complete out some of these buildings so that we'll be looking to move in possibly at the end of July. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.